of all, I'm really new in this field, UX
Okay.
designer, and I've been working in Accenture for past 1 year as functional tester,
Okay. Okay.
and I just resigned, from the post.
Okay. Got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I've got to know about UX designing in last month.
Yeah.
So I'm actually really excited about talking with you about UX designing.
Okay. Where in Accenture? Like, are you
Accenture
staying
Pune.
Pune? Pune. Okay.
Yeah. I
Mm.
have done my BE IT engineering from MIT College Pune, and
Oh, okay.
and I've got placed from the on-campus by Accenture. So
Okay.
yeah, after completion of engineering, I just joined Accenture. So actually, can I ask you some questions?
Yeah, sure. You can ask
Yeah. So, what should be my ideal skill set for UX designing?
me. Okay, because you are going to just start it. If you know that you are the right person to get into UX, so UX it is mostly into the problem solving. I think you might have enough done the research.
Yes.
It is about the product designing. But the
Mm-hmm.
subject as a whole, it is about anything about a product. It can be building a website, it can be a mobile application, or even a chair also. So the
Okay.
concept is at that level. But as an attitude, it is of mostly into the problem solving attitude.
Okay.
Right.
So,
So if
me.
you really
Mm-hmm.
doubt about are you the person who can get into, probably you can check out some of the UX case studies.
Okay.
Right. In Medium, you can see a lot of UX designer writing the case study. What was the problem statement they taken and
Mm-hmm.
how did they analyze it? And finally, how are they going to arrive to the solution? And how do they
Okay.
justify that these solutions might work for the problem or the pickup? So
Mm-hmm.
this learning as a subject it is more of methods, like different methods. So when you get a problem, how do you approach? How do you make a process out of it? So those things will come into the learning part. But if that process is interesting to you, then you are a good person to take it into the action.
Okay. So you have to be creative, and right, you
Mm,
have to be creative and more
yes.
into problem solving. And how should I do this? How should I do that? What should I apply? Like this, right?
Right. That kind
Okay.
of curiosity. And again, you
Curiosity.
should have
Yes.
some design skills also.
Okay.
Right. So, design skills in the sense there is a difference between design and art. Like a
Okay.
painter is
Yes.
not a designer. Painter is an artist. A
Mm-hmm.
designer is somebody who gets his vision into the visual format. So that capability, it is again, yeah, we need to learn a couple of tools and it needs some
Mm-hmm.
practice. Unlike other country, in India, UX designers are the person who does the design also.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So it is not just a research you do and somebody will be doing the design. But I see it is a plus point also because when you are the person who make the vision and get into the
Mm-hmm.
design format, it is more comfortable rather than you depend on somebody else to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And next question is, where should I
So
begin? Like,
what is that
import.
interesting to you? Can I ask? Like because
Okay. Yeah.
why you think UX would be suitable to you?
So, for example, when I got to know about user experience,
Yeah.
so first catch my eye is that you should be creative, that you should know how to solve a problem that
Mm-hmm.
given.
Okay.
For example, I've gone through some online courses from Coursera and Future Learn,
Mm-hmm.
and they have given me a most exciting examples. For example, in through online course, I've learned that problem solving should be included of stages. That they include stages. First stage should be user research. That you should know your you should get to know the into the users,
Mm-hmm.
so that you should know how to talk to your user. You should know how to get into their mindset. That really excites me. That yes, I'm going to research about their mindset, their questions. That how can I solve their questions? How can I minimize their minimize their work? So
Mm-hmm.
that really excites me. Yeah, about user experience. So
Okay, so
that
you're
is why
working as a functional or what
functional tester.
tester.
Yeah.
Like you have been working for 1.5 years on that, right?
Yes.
So
I've
any
been working.
specific reason you wanted to leave that and move to the UX? Like what makes
So
you to think in that shift?
as a functional tester, our daily work procedure was quite, repetitive.
Okay.
Like you have given a document, then you have to read the document, and then you have given a website or telephone, and then you have to test it, like use test cases, create test cases, then ALM as an application life management tool, apply that. So it was kind of repetitive procedure for me, and as a person, I'm very creative. I have a very creative mind, and to explore that creative mind and
There
curiosity,
is no enough. Okay.
yeah. So that is why I wanted to move into the user research. That is the reason.
Okay. So did you try anything in the past? Like, have you worked on any problem statement? Like, or did you get did you work on any example statements, anything like that?
Yeah, gone through a lot of online courses, and they have given some assignments at the end of the course. So I have critiqued. I've started to critique some apps. Like they told me to critique some apps. That what can I do? What can you do to improve the already existing apps? So I have started writing my point of views, etc. of that. And as of problem solving, no, I have not yet started giving a statement and giving the solution for that problem.
Right.
I still have to work on that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be enough. Because if you start by critiquing, so you'll get that things learning indirectly. So eventually that will help you out when you are working your own product.
Okay. So my next question is, what should be my daily exercise to improve my knowledge on UX?
Daily exercise. So start by learning a design tool.
Okay.
Either XD, or if you have a MacBook, start with Sketch. So be comfortable yourself of getting the design out. Like if you have something in your mind, you should be able to present it visually. That is something you can take it at the first step. Once you are comfortable doing the visual elements, then you go to the UX process. So start with picking some, as the way you are saying, do some critics, take some example products, and put yourself into the user and find out what are the things which is working for you and which is not working for you, and for that, do you have any solution coming up in your mind? Those things you started writing as a critic.
Okay.
So then finally you like that is one part of it, but when you join when you are looking as a career perspective, you should be in a position to handle a project.
Okay.
Right?
A
So
whole project. Okay.
Yeah. Either you might be working in a team, or you might be handling the project all in your own. So it depends on the company, it might vary. But you should know the process end to end.
Okay, end-to-end process of user designer. Okay.
Right. Because as the way you are reading in internet, like how to create a persona, how to create information architecture, there are plenty of things goes there. But in a company, the people who are going to approach you for a project, they will not ask for it. They will ask for you the design.
Okay.
Right. So it is our duty, or what do you call that, the responsibility, to tell them how that good design will be evolved, what are the steps you are going to do, how much time it is going to take, how this will impact the design, and when you are coming up with the design, how do you know that this is going to work, and what are the steps, what are the things you make sure that this design is going to be successful and it can be measured. So all those things will be done only if you do the proper UX thing. Right. So what are the things that is known, what are the things which is not known, how are you going to get those information, what is the technique you're going to use, which is the technique which is feasible for you to do. So everything comes in only if you know the end-to-end process.
Okay, end-to-end process is must have, right?
Yes.
It's very important.
Right.
Okay.
So you can read books, videos, there are plenty of things which is there. So it will teach you how to do. Like it will teach you all the knowledge, complete academic stuff. But to work in a project, it need a confidence.
Right.
That confidence in the sense, like, because you're working for somebody else, and there's a lot of other people like developers. Everybody's waiting for your design to be just given to them. Right. So if you have to convince and you wanted to make a face out of them, you have to have the confidence. That confidence will come only if you work in a project. If you already work in a project, tested your skills, and you know how to do the things in real time thing, only then that confidence will come to you.
Real time, right. So I really need to know about the end-to-end process and really have to work in a project, right?
Yes, you have to work in a project. even to approach a company, the first thing what they will ask is send a portfolio.
Right.
Right.
Portfolio is very important, right?
Yeah, only
Yes.
the portfolio is there, they'll consider your profile, they'll
Yes. Yes.
shortlist you, and even in
Okay.
the interview, they'll straight away give you a design challenge.
Okay. Design challenge.
Yeah, and that design challenge, they will evaluate your skills and they'll figure out where will you fit in. Based on that, they'll make the selection process. So UX design process is very quick. It's not like
Okay.
6 round, 7 round, 8 round, nothing like this.
Mm-hmm.
It is just a design challenge. They straight away give you. They just analyze your
Okay.
thought process. If
Okay.
it's a perfect one, then they'll be instantly deciding it because everybody will be just sitting in the design challenge. I do
Yes.
hire in
Yes.
Cisco.
Oh. Okay.
Just the HR round and the design challenge. Just by that,
Okay.
we decide the candidates.
So design challenge, what does it consist of? Like a problem, any,
We
as in
just
what?
give a problem statement
Okay.
and we just ask them to make a like analyze that
Mm-hmm.
maybe a service design or a application design, like whatever the things are, they just have to elaborate the problem, expand it,
Yes.
debrief
Yes.
whatever they know, what are the things they know, what are the things they don't know, everything. They can even talk to us. It is more of a conversation, and
Okay.
eventually they build up a plan, like how are they going to approach the project and what are the
Okay.
possible solutions they might arrive. Those things they will be able to explain us.
Okay. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So any must-have certifications?
Certification, yeah, we prefer somebody from design school for sure.
Design school. Okay.
Yes, but I myself not from a design school, so
Okay.
it's not a must thing,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no guarantee that somebody from design school will do it good also. But it's easy for us to screen from a design school. If you are like ultimately, it is all lies in the portfolio because
Right.
with
So.
portfolio we review. That is the first review that even HR will do, and if you are impressed about the portfolio, even if they're not doing up to the mark in the design challenge, you will give them one more scope, a chance.
If right, if you have a strong portfolio,
Yes, yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Okay.
Because at
So.
times it might be the environment which didn't
Mm-hmm.
allow them to think properly. So at times we do give the second chance in the design challenge to come up with a solution.
Oh, okay. So really, I really must need to build my portfolio, right?
Yes, yes.
So as you have mentioned Adobe XD as tools, right? So what are the widely used tools in UX?
Sketch.
Sketch
Yeah.
for Mac, right?
Yes, yes. Sketch format.
And for Windows,
Windows and XD.
Adobe XD, Illustrator or something?
No, those are not.
Okay, so XD and Mac are the widely used tools. Okay, I have researched in UX user designer, and
Okay.
they have mentioned many positions like product designing, user research designer.
No. See, there's
Okay.
fundamentally there's a designer. Only
Uh-huh.
rarely company will have researchers. Only big companies can afford it. And
Okay.
researchers in India is very, very rare. So
Yes,
don't get
yes.
tied up with that. If you
Okay,
manage to go
okay.
to US or some other country, then you can try that. But in
Hmm.
India, stick to designer itself.
Okay. So do you have any tips on how to improve or increase my creative thinking, like how to get to
Yeah,
know
that's what I'm
more?
saying. Start on the
Hmm.
product, okay? Once you
Okay,
start
okay.
practicing, I think you'll get to know things.
Okay, I really need to practice on that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So the concept of UX designing is quite old, right? But in India, very few companies offer a proper job title. So
Yeah.
what should I aim for?
What should you aim for? Look for a UX designer. Start somewhere. Then eventually, because you're doing it for the first time, right? So
Yes, yes.
start
Mm-hmm.
it somewhere as a UX designer. Then eventually, either you can move as a UX architect, or if you're interested in research, you can still
Mm-hmm.
go. Like you can turn to be a tester later also.
Right, right. I really have to start as a UX designer first. Okay, okay. Thank you so much.